Hi everybody. I thought two things were interesting about this play that I really didn't know why they happened. I thought it was interesting that Pentheus actually disguised himself as a woman and actually listened to Dionysus because he was supposed to have the most authority out of everybody. But and I don't understand why he disguised himself as a woman when he could have spied on them in multiple different ways, like just hiding himself somewhere to find out what they were doing and what they were planning and whatever he needed to find out. And like you don't have to join their group necessarily to spy on them. And I also thought it was very strange that Pentheus's mom um, believed that he looked like a lion. I don't know about you, but I don't know too many lions that stand on 2 feet. Um, so that's why I thought it was kind of strange. And then two values or family values that were represented to me um, that came up were respect and trust, and they basically go hand in hand because you have to be able to trust the family member or respect them enough to talk to them face to face instead of having to spy on them behind their back. And also, with that, you have to trust that they will give you the time of day and give you like the correct answer to the problem at hand or the topic in question. So those are two family values that I believe that came up in the play. And then throughout the play, I wasn't totally sure what this meant, but they kept saying divine and like divinity and stuff along those lines, and I wasn't too sure what it meant, so I googled it, and it came up as another word of saying God or goddess or like a higher being. So that's what I got for that. And then in terms of power and authority in the play, I believe that even though Pentheus had was supposed to have the most authority um, out of them all, I believe Dionysus had the most authority due to the fact that he persuaded the person that was supposed to have the most authority to do something that he necessarily wouldn't have done if Dionysus didn't talk to him. So in that regard, I believe that Dionysus holds more power and authority than uh, Pentheus does. Also, the woman in the city and the Bacchae, the people that are performing the rituals up on the mountain, I believe that they do not hold much authority at all or power um, due to the societal um, interpretation of women not having any authority or little authority at all, which I don't necessarily agree with. But um, as history has shown, um, women are tend to not have as much authority, but that's who I think holds the least amount of authority in this play. Um, and then the reason I believe they picked Elvis to be on the cover of the play or the cover of the play um, was because he represents Dionysus in a way. Because Dionysus had women performing rituals and basically praising him, and which is kind of like Elvis. When Elvis performed, he had women going crazy, women loving him, and women like falling all over him. And in that way, I believe that they kind of are the same people in a way. Um, so that's the reason I believe he is on the cover. And two questions I have for my classmates is one, why do you believe Pantheus should have listened, or do you believe that Pantheus should have listened to Dionysus? Why or why not? In terms of should he have not done it? Should he have done it? Had somebody else do it? Um, and then two, why do you believe Pantheus dislikes Dionysus? Is it because he is jealous of him with all the girls like performing rituals and praising him basically? Or do you think he's afraid that Dionysus will take his power and authority away from him? Thanks. Bye.